All right, we are live. What's going on, everyone? Chris with Journals, Comics, and Pop Culture. And it is Friday. And as always, this is Friday Night Live. What is up, folks? Louis Logics, what's going on? Hanging out on a Friday, guys. We have an awesome show today. As always, we have some announcements to get into. We got a really interesting talking point. As always, we got some prizes to talk about for a few different contests. I have a package to open here with you all. Our homie Big Red Deadly Knife is gonna be hanging out. I got a big, huge thank yous to give to some folks in the community as well. Bearded and Nerds Being Geeks, what's going on, guys? What is up? Happy Friday. I'll tell you, it's been a hell of a week, man. I had a migraine for like 2.5 days in a row, but I'm out here right now and I'm feeling good, and probably because of the energy coming from all you guys. Really appreciate you all. Comic News Network, what's going on? Before we get into even some announcements, Peter, what's up, Peter? As always, if you are new here, please subscribe to the channel. We are here every Friday night for Friday Night Live. And of course, if you aren't subscribed to the Comic Book Canon channel yet, that link is below. We have our shows every Friday as well, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. Pedro, what's going on, Pedro? JSA or J Salsa, what's up? So again, guys, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Check out all the awesome links below. Big shout out to all the members of the channel. Shout out to my Patreon members. If you guys are interested in becoming a patron of the channel, that link is below. And a big shout out to all my YouTube channel members. You could join on YouTube by clicking that join button. Both memberships get perks to the channel, guys. You guys get extra entries in a contest. I have my patron only contest, which I will be showing off prizes to tonight, and I will be picking a winner for my next one this coming weekend. All right. I voted for Pedro. Matt Stad, what's going on? Isaac Jordan. What's up, folks? So, all right, I got my water. I got my pH balanced water already. No, I'm not sponsored, but I'm all about keeping hydrated and in good health. So let me get some water down. It's so good, especially since it's hot here. Been over 100 degrees. Guys, check out the official Journals Comics merch link below as well, please. Rock some hot gear. Help support the channel. I love the long sleeve tees. They're dope. We got all kind of merch, even like kids merch and pillows and mugs and stickers. Ken, what's going on, Ken? David, what's up? So, all right, guys. Talked about all the links below. Talked about subscribing to the channel if you haven't yet. Talked about subscribing to Comic Book Canon. I want to let everyone know right now, that if you guys submitted an IG post with the hashtag FFTCS, fresh from the comic shop, you all that submitted this week have an opportunity to win this beautiful 9.8 slab Spider-Woman #1 art germ variant CGC slab. Look at that beautiful art germ art. Dan, what's going on, Dan? Miguel, Phil. Louis, I just read your comment. Look at this beauty, guys. This is a beauty. So this is what's gonna go down for this to win this book. Everyone that submitted a fresh from the comic shop entry on IG this week, okay? We're gonna show your entries off on Comic Book Canon tonight. All right. Then we're gonna pick 2 finalists. There's criteria. We'll talk about that on the Canon show tonight. Once we get 2 finalists, you all are going to vote on Instagram who the best entry was. And then most likely on Tuesday, we are going to make the announcement to who the winner is. Here's the good thing, guys. If you want to get in on how to win next week's 9.8 slab, I'm not going to show it off. It's going to be another awesome 9.8 slab, though, I'm telling you. If you guys want to have an opportunity to win that one, you have to enter, okay? You have to enter a hashtag Fresh from the Comic Shop post on IG, but there's more specifics on how to enter. And if you want to know, you got to come hop on the Comic Book Cannon show tonight so we can let you know exactly the proper steps that you need to do in order to have an opportunity to win a 9.8 slab. All right. I'll show this off one more time tonight before the show is over. I also want to show, this is to my patrons. I got some books right here. I'm just going to scoot over and grab these. So because we hit over 30 Patreon members at the end of May, I pushed up the contest a month early. All right. And I'm going to pick the winner this weekend. So anybody that was signed up as a Patreon member before the end of May is going to get entered into this contest. Now, this is what you're going to win. I got a few free comic book day books here. Nothing too crazy. Just some. I got them like double and triple stacked here. All right. You're going to win an Amazing Spider-Man 55 third print, the blue Gleason variant. Beautiful blue. All right, you're going to win a Thor number 5 second printing, the first appearance of Black Winter. Surge, what's up, Surge? The Daily Baller, what's going on? Heroes. All right, you're going to win this Teen Hot Rodders, this really cool 12-cent Hot Rodders book. And you're also going to win this DC 4-pack with Wonder Woman Future State #1, the first appearance of Yara Flor. Last I looked, this was a $30+ book. It's been getting hot, and it's been a few weeks since I checked the fair market value on this. But with Wonder Girl #1 coming out, I'm sure there's still a lot of fire on this character. I'm loving the character. Ari Leo, what's up? Simon, what's going on, Simon? Matt Woods. Yeah, that blue's beautiful. X11, what's going on, X11? Big shout out to X11 for winning my first ever YouTube member giveaway. He won a Carnage Red, White, and Blood, or excuse me, right? Red, Black, and Blood. Gleason variant. So big shout out. Shout out, what's going on? So some lucky Patreon member is going to win these books. I will be announcing it this weekend, and I will be posting the winner on my Patreon page. So guys, Patreon members, keep an eye out for that. And then next week, I'm going to be showing off the prize for my next Patreon contest. It's going to be a CGC slab book. All right. And we'll most likely, depending on how many members we keep by the end of July, we'll probably do the next contest then. All right. Sound good? All right. All right. Let me get some water. I want to give a big shout out to somebody in the community really quick after I get some water. We do have an awesome topic of discussion today, too. A lot of you probably saw the title. Don't tell me how to collect comic books. I'm going to get into it. And this is for a lot of my newer viewers that maybe haven't been around in the past when I kind of address these issues. But we're going to gather around today, guys, as a community. And we're gonna stand together and celebrate the things that we enjoy, even if we enjoy them differently. How about that? All right. And we're also going to open a little package here. Now, I want to give a big shout out to somebody. Oh, wrong book. Because I received an AOK this week, and I'm extremely grateful, and I had to show this book off. So, Tony Trombetta, the president of EGS, Expert Grading Service Company, sent me an AOK, and that's a Miles Morales Spider-Man #25 9.8. This is the who did this variant? This is the it says right here, Comic Mint exclusive variant. This is the UF4 cover swipe. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful book. So Tony, I don't know if you're here right now, Tony, but if you are watching, a huge thank you to you. I am truly humbled, and I truly appreciate, you know, your kindness in sending me this book. Really cool thing is my oldest son is a big Miles fan, so we're gonna put this book on display in his room. Budro, what's going on, Budro? Good to see you in the chat today. So yeah, so we got the certificate of authenticity with grader notes. Tony, thank you so much. If Tony does pop in the chat a little later on, I'm going to have to show this off again to say thank you. We got issues. Absolutely. That's some fire right there. So I'm truly humble. But yeah, this is going in my son's room. Lisa, what's going on, Lisa? Love Tony's work. Yeah, guys, if you are interested in using EGS as a grader and a slabber, their link is below to their website. Tony is a really awesome guy that has, you know, penetrated an what seems to be an unpenetrable market, you know, going up against CGC and CBCS. And you know, he's made his way. He's made his way in. He delivers a quality product. His grading is on point. And I will say he has the most transparency out of all the grading companies. You know, he does the custom labels, which really help books pop. You know, the cases might not be as super pretty as the big two yet, but Tony actually is working on getting some custom cases. I'm hoping that maybe towards the end of the year or going into next year, we'll see EGS with their new cases. I know he was trying to roll out a what do you call it for that? Oh shoot, I'm blanking off the top of my head, like a crowdfunding. But guys, I definitely recommend you guys at least checking out the website to EGS. That link is below down there in the video description. All right, guys. So, all right. Before we get into the topic of discussion, how about we open a little box, a little package that I got in the mail. We'll bring out Red Deadly. Oh, Red Deadly's got some tape. There we go. All right, guys, we will get into this. I have so many Red Deadly fans that I've been getting. The Red Deadly fan club has been demanding like Red Deadly t-shirts and merchandise. So I'm gonna have to do something about that soon. All right, I ordered this from Impulse Creations. Oh man, I am so happy to have this. And my Lord, look at this. All right, guys, we got an ENIAC #1, not first print. That's what's up. I can't wait to finally start reading these books. I have 2 and 3, the first prints. So, to all those people that are hating on Bad Idea or that don't understand what Bad Idea is doing, I just ordered this last week or earlier this week, guys. All right. After shipping, you know, it was like cover price plus shipping. I paid like $8. So if you guys are the ones that are saying, oh, Bad Idea, you know, I can't get my hands on them. It's stupid that they're only in a certain amount of stores. It's stupid that, you know, you have to get on this list and they only have a certain amount of first prints. Well, guess what? If you're in it to read the book, you can, no matter where you live, you can buy the books for cover price, the not first prints. If you miss out on the first prints, you can buy the not first prints at cover price. If you don't have a store in your local area, impulsecreations.com. They're a website where you can get their books from, and they'll ship it to you. All right? Dr. Love Box, what's going on? Yeah, pretty fast shipping on this too. Yeah, X11 is all about, he's got the branding ideas. So very happy to finally get this book to start reading this. Guys, Bad Idea is doing something for the hobby that nobody's doing. They are tending to a speculator market, but they're also tending to the reader market, and it's a very well balanced machine. And the quality of these books is just amazing. Absolutely amazing. So very happy. I can't wait to start reading this. All right, everyone. Before we get into the topic of today, I just want to give everyone a reminder. If you aren't subscribed to the channel, please take some time and just click that subscribe button. All right. And again, after the show tonight, I will be live with my co-host Jeff for our Comic Book Cannon show. Link is below. Hope to see you all over there. Subscribe to us over there if you haven't yet. We have live shows every Friday night, 6 p.m. Pacific time, 9 p.m. Eastern. Tonight, we have an awesome special guest, Roger from the Cranky Canadian from 3 Men in a Basement. Very happy to have Roger on the show. We had him on a guest some months back. He actually had me on his channel about a couple months ago now. Really had an awesome time hanging out with him. So I really hope to see you all over there. All right. Who is ready to get into a topic of discussion? I know I am. It's hot out here, guys. It's hot out here. So bear with me if I have to get some water in once in a while. All right. Let's do this. Let's do this. Guys, don't tell me how to collect comic books. Don't tell me how to collect comic books. All right. Topic of discussion. This isn't me saying this. All right. I want all of you to say this as well. Don't tell me how to collect comic books altogether. Don't tell me how to collect comic books. I'm going to read something, guys, and then I'm going to dive in to what I mean by this talking point, okay? You're not going to see this on screen. Actually, maybe I will. Maybe I will bring it on screen. Let's bring it on screen, because I want you guys to be able to read along. All right, here we go. Let's share screen. I only tell how I collect. Share screen. Yeah, Simon. Yes, X11. Let's do it. Let's do it. All right. Edge tab. We are going to do Gmail. Okay, here we go. Share. All right, everyone. This is a comment that was left on my top 10 comics to invest in before the Multiverse of Madness video. Now, let me give some context, everyone. I think this individual meant well, so I'm not being mean to anyone. I'm not putting anyone on blast. I think they meant well, and that's okay, because I appreciate everyone's opinions. The video that they left this on, it was the 5 books that had to do with Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness speculation. And some of them were smaller books that just had spec value, maybe some that were getting hot. If you guys watched that video, you know what books I showed off. I'm going to read this individual's comment and what they said to me, and then I'm going to read the reply, and then we're going to talk about it, everyone. Are we ready? Let's do this. So I blocked out the name just because, if this individual's watching, I'm not trying to blackball anyone. I'm just trying to have an open discussion, right? I appreciate this person leaving their thoughts, but I'm going to disagree, and we're going to talk about why I disagree. So this person said, no offense, Journo. And again, I appreciate that. I don't think there was any ill will here. No offense, Journo, and these other great YouTubers giving us content, but when they do these top 10 to invest lists, and they talk about anything but, and I think what he meant to say, if they talk about anything but Something's Killing the Children, Department of Truth, or any Miles Morales, I just think it is filler. There is nothing else as important at this time to invest in but those 3 books. If you can only buy one key, clean or 9.8 copy of any key, Something's Killing the Children, Department of Truth, or Miles Morales, you should not waste your money on any other book. If you can't afford a key of these books, then you should buy the new issues in the hopes a key occurs. An example is Something's Killing the Children number 18. Before you buy any of these books, the ones that I was talking about, load up on that one. Load up on Something's Killing the Children 16. When the show becomes a hit and you have the origin issue, money. So many flaws with this statement. So many flaws. You guys are probably like, oh, here we go. You're waiting for it. Let me read you all my reply. Well, you know, since so-and-so said no offense to me, well, no offense back to you, but you can buy whatever you choose to, and others can do the same. I wholeheartedly disagree that you think collectors in a hobby of millions of books should simply buy 3 types of books and a 9.8. Do you know what makes this hobby great? It's that everyone collects in their own way. We all don't care about the same books. Some people like DC, some like Marvel, some like indies, some like moderns, some like Silver Age, some like getting books slabbed, some like keeping their books raw. Some people like buying books for investment, some like buying books to simply read. It is absolutely asinine to sit here and tell thousands of people what they should buy. Oh, I spelled buy wrong. Oh my gosh, as an English educator here. Anyways, it's absolutely asinine to sit here and tell thousands of people what they should buy and how they should collect. Man, oh man, oh man. Josh, what's going on, Josh? Woo. Okay. All right, here's the problem with this. Here's the problem. And, you know, someone's, you know, to the individual that left this comment, I appreciate you. I appreciate you because you're passionate about what you like. I think this individual is extremely passionate about Department of Truth, Something's Killing the Children, and Miles. So, you know, I'm gonna call him John Doe. I'm gonna call him John Doe. John Doe, I hear you, my dude. I hear you. Like, that passion is great. And if that's what you're doing, that's great. But I would step down off of your, you know, out of your own desires of what you enjoy about this hobby, and understand that what you do does not need to be what other people do. And especially to watch the wording here. You got to watch the wording, because I'm going to go back to some of these specific things. You should buy these issues. You should not waste money on any of the books that Journo's talking about. Now, and here's the thing. Here's the funny thing about this. That video was about Doctor Strange spec. It had nothing to do about oh, what's the best overall books to invest in right now? And it's just, it was kind of out of left field, and it's like, it doesn't relate. So here's the thing. Can you imagine if, guys, what if I came on my channel today on this show and said, hey guys, you know what? Don't spec on anything in the MCU. Don't spec on anything because of anything that's actually going on in any other universe like DC or even some independents because of an option. Don't buy books because you like the stories. Nope, you got to stop getting that new Thor. Stop getting that Last Ronin. Stop picking up that Radiant Black. Stop picking up that Yar Floor because you like the story. Don't go Don't go fill your run fillers of your Golden Age Thor books. Don't go fill run fillers of your Silver Age Batman, guys. Nope. You're wasting money unless you're buying Something's Killing the Children, Department of Truth, or anything Miles. That's just bad. It just sounds really, really bad. Because here's the thing, and for those that watch my channel, you guys know I'm always talking about this. There's no wrong or right way to collect comics. And there's so much out there to collect. Right? There's so much, and we all collect for different reasons. And John Doe, another thing is this. If you really want to talk about, wasting money, you really think that if you're not buying these things that you're 3 books that you're wasting money? Well, let me guess what you would be doing. Because guess what? I'm gonna talk about the investment side of it. Because it seems to me John Doe maybe has a misunderstanding of what a good investment is. Something's Killing the Children, anything Miles, and Department of Truth are all high risk investments. They are all high risk investments because of multiple factors. One, modern books in general are more high risk. They are, because they don't have the precedent on a market. So it's just like Dogecoin, right? Now, if you want to talk about cryptocurrency in and of itself is a high risk investment. But Dogecoin is more of a high risk investment than Bitcoin, because at least Bitcoin has precedent and you can map out what it's done over the years, right? Say there's a new up and coming company that just went public, and you can now purchase shares of their business. Even if the shares are cheap, it's going to be more high risk than, say, your Apple stock that have been on the market for decades now. You're not diversifying your portfolio by only investing in DOT, Something's Killing the Children, and Miles Morales. You're not. So quite honestly, if you want to speak on specifically the investment side of things, that is a very risky investment where you're putting all of your eggs in one basket. You want a mutual fund type of investment when it comes to comic books, right? At least most of us do, unless you're made of money and you're willing to take the risk. Because there's a lot of high rollers out there that are saying, I'm willing to take the risk. Because sometimes with more risk, there is more reward involved. All right. Dan, what's going on, Dan? All right. I'm going to do something with you guys right now. Dr. Lovebox, I don't know if there's a lot of overblown hype. A lot of collectors didn't see Miles like that. You're right, Dr. Lovebox. You're right. A couple years ago, a lot of collectors didn't see Miles like that. Do I dare even say one reason why? Here's the thing. People get stuck in their ways. And I think a lot of people, it takes a lot for folks to get out of their ways. What's going on, Kamikaze? But I was reading the comments and I lost my train of thought. But here's the thing. Miles is the next generation, and I see it with my own kids. And that's who's buying into this book more than anything. You know, the younger generation is buying into Miles. And I do think a lot of other collectors that were hesitant with these newer characters like the Miles and the Kamalas, I think they're actually opening up. I think what they're doing as well is they're seeing that these characters are going to be around for a while too, and that there is money involved. They are solid investments. So I don't think it's blown out of proportion or anything like that. I just think it's an evolving market. All right. That's how I would put it personally. But I'm going to play a game with you guys. All right. I'm going to play a game with you all. We're talking about don't tell me how to collect comics, right? Now, we might have a bunch of people in the chat right now that at some point in time, maybe even today, maybe recently, you said, I can't stand variants, or I can't stand what variants are doing to the hobby, or I can't stand what flippers are doing to the hobby. Now, I'm not going to go down that road here, but I'm going to show everyone that's here today how we are more in common than where we differ. CK, what's going on? Josh, Spider-Man is a suit. I hear you. A little more than that, too, because there's the totems behind the spider people as well now, Josh. That's big. I actually like that. That's one thing that Dan Slott helped build on as well, because I wasn't too fond of Dan Slott's run. Comic Toby, what's going on? All right, check this out. Check this out. I'm going to poll you guys. Ghost Junk, what's up from Canada? All right, guys. Here's the first question, okay? Now, for those that answer yes, or those that are, I'm going to say like, how many people, and if you are someone that raises your hand because you're one of these people, I want you to either put up a hand emoji like this in the comments or just a Y. All right? Are we ready? Now, hand emoji or Y? How many people in the chat love collecting variants? I want to see a hand emoji, hand up emoji, or simply a uppercase Y. How many people in the chat love collecting variants? And I know there's a little delay on my end. All right, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm not going to count like all of them, but I'm just going to see. Look at that. I mean, we're in double digits here. Mojo Quid. How many people love variants? Simon. Heroes Reborn. Man, we probably got over 20 people. Eagle Eyes. Peter. Serge. Bottom tier. I that's a good answer from you. That's expected. Look at all these Ys. Look at this. Look at this, man. We got to be close to like 25 plus Ys. Awesome. All right, guys. So now, all right. So I'm going to stop right there. So if you didn't get your Y in, chill. We're moving on. Now. All right, Black Wolverine. I'll let you get in. Black Wolverine got his Y in. All right. So no more Ys for that. We're going to move on to the next one. How many of you in the chat? Okay, I want you to do a hand up emoji or a capital Y for this now. How many of you in the chat can't stand variants? How many in the chat cannot stand variants? Hand up or capital Y? Oh, wait. Here we go. They're probably going to all come at once. Oh, here we go. Okay. Yep, here we go. ABZ. I got a ton of hands on Jordans. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Unless it's Dr. Doom, because you love anything Dr. Doom. Hartman Sports Cards. Card collectors love the variants. Lisa. All right. I mean, we probably got like, 15? Probably about 15 so far with the hands up that say no variants for me, right? So let me ask you guys, Who's wrong? Who is wrong? Who's collecting the wrong way? Who's doing something wrong? Nobody. Nobody. Nobody is. You see what I'm trying to say here? So for those people that hate variance, all right, I want you to recognize all those people that said they love variance and understand when you sit there and you complain, oh, 30 variants for one book, or, you know, who would pay $30 for a variant? Guess what? Almost half the people in the chat, and they love doing it. So let them. But the folks that love variants, they're not going to be mad at all of you that don't like variants, right? All right. So can't we all just get along? All right. Dave, what's going on, Dave? Next question. Next question. This is going to be a good one. This is going to be a good one. All right. Hand up emoji or capital Y. How many people absolutely love slabbing their comic books? I don't care what company. How many people absolutely love slabbing their comic books? Doesn't matter if it's a key, if it's new, if it's old, if it's a 9.8 or a 2.0. How many people love slabbing their comic books? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jose, I've never slabbed. Dan with some big hands up. Got a few more coming in. And again, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter why. Doesn't matter if it no knows yet. No knows yet. Just let the folks that love slabbing their books get their comments in. Okay. All right. I think we got close to 20. So we got some folks that absolutely love slabbing their comic books. Yeah, I think I got like 50 slabs now. Oh, by the way, I just sent my books out to CGC yesterday, finally, after 2 months of a 2-month delay. So I'll probably get them back in 2022. It takes so long. I know the wait time's crazy. All right. Okay, folks. Hand up or capital Y. How many people absolutely hate slab comic books and they like don't own any comic books in slabs and it's just not their thing and they don't like it at all? It's not you. You like your raw books. Go. No in between here. If you don't like slabs, I want to hear it. Hands up or capital Y. Yeah, Louis. Joshua, what's going on? Matt Woods with the question. Yes, that's yes, Matt. I'm going to get to that. All right. Who likes keeping their books raw? Raise your hand. No slabs for me. Yes, sir. Raise hand. Man, we're not getting too many. I only saw a couple. All right. How about this? Here we go. Hand, raised hand or capital yes. How many people enjoy having raw books and graded books in their collection? Here they come. And you know what? I'm going to do my thing. I'm going to get in this too. Boom. All right, that's what I'm talking about. Look at all these yeses and hands. That's what I'm talking about. Bam. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that a beautiful thing? Isn't that a beautiful thing? Now, here's the thing, everyone. I bet that some people that like slabs might not like variants. Some people that like variants might not like slabs. Some people that like raw books might like variants. Some people that like variants might only like slabs. Some people that like buying Something's Killing the Children might also want to spend some money on some Bronze Age run fillers. What's the moral of the story, everyone? What's the moral of the story? Don't tell me how to collect comic books. I'm telling you, it's like going to a grocery store and seeing hundreds and thousands of items on the shelves and saying, to shop the right way, you can only buy these 3 things. No. Nope. That's not how it works. Comic books are a grocery store with a plethora of goodies. Old, new, superhero, genre, different genres, different publishers, different artists, so many different factors and so many different variables of this product, of this collectible, so many different stories. This is what makes comic books great. And that's what I'm here to continue to encourage all the time. And if you all ever hear me repeating myself about these issues, this is why. Because for one, I don't know how many new collectors I have in the chat right now listening. I don't know how many old collectors I have that may be stuck in their ways listening. But I'm talking to both of you at the same time. I'm telling that new collector, don't listen to those people that are jaded or gotta maybe have a stick up their butt, and they think that collecting comics should just be one way. You do you. Take advice from other people, learn how other people collect. But at the end of the day, do you and find out what makes you happy. And to the older collector, to the OG collector that may be stuck in their ways, maybe they're a little grumpy and they don't like change, understand that change is the reason why a lot of these new collectors and these kids and these teenagers and young adults are coming into this hobby. And understand that that's a good thing. And that should make you happy as well. And then at the end of the day, even if you can't stand one thing about the hobby and it's different than what the other person can't stand, I bet there's more between you two that you both enjoy about the hobby. And it's just like Matt saying in the comments when I was doing that, if you hate slabs, love slabs. He was like, why not? Why can't we be in the middle? Why can't we enjoy both? That's my point. We can enjoy all of this, right? That's what I'm talking about. CK, appreciate you, man. Thank you. Planet Arizona, right on, right on. I always want folks to walk out of my streams. Not just saying, oh man, I watched a cool show about comic books. I want you guys to walk away knowing that we were hanging out. You guys are in the chat. This is a community. You guys are talking it up, chatting it up. And I want you to be able to leave these shows, being able to go back to your LCS, maybe to family members, maybe to your kids, to your friends, and be able to have an open mind about the positive things of this hobby so you can share that. Because believe me, and a lot of you may think, because I focus on more controversial issues, I talk about things like this comment that I brought up from this this person on my video, and you may think, oh, don't pay him any mind. Why do you even? Well, I pay it mind because I want everyone to be able to ponder these things. I hope the individual that left that comment is watching today, and I hope that they can open their mind to what I'm talking about. And we could carry that to other individuals in this hobby. There's too much toxicity in this hobby. We are too often at everyone's throat, you know, making a mockery of people that collect in different ways. We can't exist in an online community without people being narcissistic and cynical behind their keyboards. I want to be a catalyst to help folks say, we don't need that energy in this hobby. We can be positive influencers to where we are making a difference for the old comers coming back into the hobby, the newcomers coming in for the first time, and for those that have been around for the long stretch, right? So that is my takeaway for today that I'm hoping everybody can understand. Galen, real quick to the press. I actually had to kind of rig and adjust it. I still have it. It's doing a little bit more decent right now. All right, guys. Before people start logging off, all right, I want to say a couple more things here before we go, okay? Bearded Collector, thanks for hanging out tonight. A couple more things, though, is this. One, we're 49 minutes away from Comic Book Canon. All right? I really hope to see all you guys over there. And remember, somebody that entered FFTCS this week is going to be having an opportunity to win this book. If you guys want to learn how to win a 9.8 slab for next week, you got to come to the Canon tonight and hang out, because we will be giving you all the details on how to win a 9.8 slab, okay? Now, before everyone goes, I want to make a statement here, guys. I uploaded a video a few days ago, I think it was on Tuesday, about it was a response video to a video I did about an LCS that lost my business for life, which is still true. I did a lot of research about the legalities about price changing. All right. And I'm somebody that prides myself on my ability to collect factual data, to present a factual argument, and to be able to back up my argument with credible sources, fact, and data. I pride myself to be transparent with my information and everything that I do. I did a lot of work. I did a lot of studying, and I did a lot of work before I did that video. But I took that video down because I feel like I still didn't do enough work. So I wanted to let everyone know that I apologize, because I don't want my intent to ever be misconstrued, you know? I believe when it comes to the topic that I was discussing, when it comes to legalities in the law, there's way too much gray area. There's way too much gray area, and I should have presented it in that manner, because I believe I need to do my due diligence, because I see myself as a journalist. And if I'm bringing in, and believe me, I'm about holding people accountable. Who am I to hold people accountable if I'm not holding myself accountable, right? So I took the video down because I need to hold myself accountable. Now, there is, like I said, this gray area about price changing. There are legal consequences to price changing, even with comic books. But again, there's a gray area of the type of good, looking at it as a commodity, and under what statutes and penal codes that these things would fall under, and it changes from state to state. So when it comes to the issue with that comic book shop, what he did was still extremely unethical. I will never be going back there. It's a business practice that no comic book shop should be doing. And he was borderline walking a legal tightrope. All right. Like, for one example, if he would have changed the price on me than what it was marked and rang me up without me knowing he changed the price, I'm almost certain, but don't quote me, I'm almost certain then it would have been illegal. All right. And to be quite honest, now I'm not making an accusation. To be quite honest, this may have happened in the past in that store, because there were times where I would bring books up from the dollar bins or the 50-cent bins, and he would look at them and be like, this was in the 50-cent bin? Huh. And then when I would get home, I would look at my charge, and he charged me more, because I always calculated in my head. And that he charged me more than what the total was 2 times that I remember. So again, I'm not saying it did happen, but again, to my point was, my intent was coming from a good place, but I feel like the argument wasn't presented appropriately, and that's why I took it down. So I just had to get that out there and let you all know. You know, I appreciate those. There were folks that were in the comments kind of trying to give me more legal advice. There were some in the comments that were just being assholes. I won't sugarcoat it. So I have no sympathy for you guys. But for those that really said, hey, Journo, Chris, you know, like, you may want to dive more into this and look at it like this and gray area. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I appreciate that. So yeah, guys, I want my word. Anything that I talk about, I want to be held accountable, right? And sometimes, look, I'm not perfect. We all make mistakes. If I ever make a mistake, I want you guys to call me out. Respectfully, of course. Don't go being an ass. There's no need for that. Call me out, right? All right. Kamikaze, absolutely, man. It's hot, and this water is something today, guys. All right, everyone. I'm going to run here. I really appreciate all you for hanging out today. We're just over 40 minutes from Comic Book Cannon. Link is below. Go sub us up. Some lucky somebody is going to win a 9.8 slab this week. And like I said, come watch the show. If you want a chance to win a 9.8 slab next week, come to the Cannon Show. We will be giving details on how you can win. And again, big, huge shout out to Tony and EGS for this amazing AOK that me and my son are going to love and cherish. Beautiful 9.8 Miles Morales Spider-Man number 25. Thank you so much, Tony. If you guys aren't familiar with EGS yet, their link is below down in the description. Go check them out. Oh, last thing. One last thing. I am officially partnered with BCW Supplies. Big shout out to BCW. If you guys, there is a link below. Click that link to their website. Use the code JOURNOS, and you can get 10% off your BCW Supplies order. And guess what? It's not a one-time code, and it doesn't expire. That's forever. That's forever. So anytime you need BCW products, go to my link, use the code JOURNOS, and get 10% off your order every time, every single time. All right, guys. Thank you all so much for being here. I really appreciate you. This was a great show tonight. Thank you, guys. I hope to see each and every one of you over on the Cannon in 40 minutes. Peace.